Okay, so some of you may have roots in another country like Ireland. For me, as a boy, I grew up with these dreams, these fairy tales about what it was like growing up in Ireland. And having spent the last couple days here with my daughter and my grandson, there's something that makes you feel alive, makes you feel at home being in a place like this. And walking the ground, walking on the stones, going to the churches where my grandfather and his father before him, all the Hernans that I know going back hundreds of years. Well, my hope is that if you see this behind us here, that this, which is completely covered in vines and a brush, we're going to get somebody to clear out some of the area around this and begin looking at what's possible. Because underneath all that green is some beautiful limestones, stacked one on top of the other, have been standing for over 150 years, probably closer to 250 years. And we're going to try to rebuild it. And I talked to a builder today who is him and the guy is going to help us with the commission, with the planning commission to get the right approvals. But to say there are obstacles would be a understatement. But I'm really excited about this possibility. And so we have to get enough land to put in the utilities, because there was no in-ground plumbing, there was no heating, cooling, no electricity when my grandfather left here. He left when he was about 25 years old and came to America. And but we've got to have enough room to get a septic system dug into the limestone out here, and that's got to be set back from so much. So I have to ask permissions and maybe find other properties that can allow us to either swap land or do something to get to buy land or acquire it in some other way to put the septic system in. And then we have the job of not only removing all of the vegetation, but then checking out the integrity of the stone walls as they stand today. I might get down. I'm gonna go down to the other one because it's got a beautiful hearth, a fireplace hearth, and there's some of this work that I'm hoping I can save and restore rather than have to build completely new fabricated material. But there's a lot of stone here that I'm hoping we can use and build something that would be really beautiful, something that would bring back the former glory of this place. And so this might take months, probably take years. But when it's all finished, I'd love to have you come and visit us here on Kilmurvey on the Aran Islands in the County Galway in Ireland. All right. Okay, so that was the other house that we were just at, closer to the electrical pole there. Tramped through all this briar here, just to give you a little closer picture of the smaller cottage and what the stone on the outside, it's obviously been worn away. You can see down to some of the limestone. So they have a plaster or a render of some sort that goes on top of the original stone, the limestone that you can see in here. And so it's obviously it's ancient, it's old, and in parts it's been weathered so much that you can see the full stone exposed up there. But here's the little property, and here's the back side of the one smaller house. And then if you look over here, this is the view that we have. What do you think, huh? That would be a pretty nice view. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind waking up to that. Not at all. And so here is the old cottage here. Mind your head. But here's the, look at that. Look at that hearth there. And this is one of the fossils. If you can see that, there's a fossil in the limestone there. Anyway, I'd love to be able to save as much of this stonework as possible, but there's going to be a lot of work and a lot of vegetation that is taken over. But this is what we've got. We've got something here, something that I think can be beautiful once again. Thanks be to God, and we will see what will happen next. So if you have a couple of prayers to send up my way as we work on this, out here now, there's some major obstacles that we still have to get through, but it's the beginning of something that I think could be really great. All right.